How you doing, guys? It's Paul the Toy Scavenger. Thank you for viewing my video. Remember, you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook and YouTube, all at Toy Scavenger. Right, now I've got that out of the way, I've got something really good to show you. Recently we went on an amazing pickup. So many toys, it was unbelievable. It was like doubles of everything. There was Thundercats, Centurions, wrestling, Star Wars, Mask, you name it, it was up there. So quick shout out to Ken from Back to the Toys. He also went up with me to this loft. The gentleman contacted me and I said, look, Ken, do you want to come in on this and take a look? Because it's one of those toy finds that you don't really get that often. Now what we did is we purchased his entire Hasbro collection, and most of them, there was doubles of them all. There was a lot of green cards in there. There was doubles of the green cards, some of the old ones. There was a lot of accessories. There was a lot of a mixed bag inside the lot, and we gave them a good price. He was very happy. We were very happy, but there was a few little things in there that have surprised us, and I want to show you today and show you what those things were. So inside the lot was this Mail Away Hulk Hogan. Now, those of you that collect know he's quite rare. This particular one is open. As you can see, I won't get him completely out, but there you go. So a mail away was something that you would send it off and say, this is the one I want. There was a Hulk Hogan, there was an Undertaker, and there was a Bret Hart. And usually they come in these sealed bags. They can command quite a lot of money. This one's open, but you know, it's still a nice value to it. This one's really nice and mint. Really happy with this one. Even out of the bag, or if I get him out without breaking the bag. No, I don't want to do that. Even out of the bag, he's a nice figure. He's completely different to the other 4 Hulk Hogans because they came in obviously yellow and a little bit of red. This one is red and yellow, so he's completely stand out from the rest of them. And he actually has Hulkamania written across the center of his shirt. With these mail away baggies, what you would have is the PN number with a little pin, made in China, and a little disclosure, because what would happen, these were made in a factory in China. They were painted up, so they're completely different figures to the other figures. Same sculpts, but different paint jobs. So they were made by a Chinese company who would send them over in these bags, and then Hasbro or whoever was sending them out, or Silvervision, because there's some other bagged ones out there as well. They'd send them out to the customers, no need to have a card, send them out, and they'd come looking like this. So that was the first major figure that was found in this lot. 100% a genuine mail away, 100%. There's no kind of tampering, nothing at all. Still yet to decide whether we're keeping or we are selling straight away. Not too sure. It's a nice one to have, really nice one to have. So also we found the 1-2-3 Kid, White Yokozuna, both the guns, Adam Bomb, Crush, Ludwig, and pretty much doubles of all of them bar 1-2-3 Kid and Crush. But those were the green cards, the full line of green cards on there. I think, to be fair, it was a near complete collection. The only ones missing was the Shawn Michaels with the black pants and the purple Razor Ramon. Now, another figure that we found in this lot, which we did not expect, was this. It is a signed Yokozuna. It's got the signature across the front, making it one of the rarest figures, because obviously Yokozuna passed away, I think it was about 2000s he did. This figure was signed back around 94, 95, when he was visiting. The gentleman we purchased off of was telling us stories of how he would take his children to see the wrestlers. He met Yokozuna, he met Undertaker, met Jim Neidhart, they met the Legion of Doom, Hulk in particular. We saw a few autographs from all of these different wrestlers, but we didn't realize that we were getting the Yokozuna with the signature. In fact, I almost rubbed it off when I first picked it up from the box and went, oh, it's funny. The gentleman went, oh no, that's his signature, he signed it. It's like, oh, brilliant. Now, as you can see, Yokozuna's signed. It's all on the front. You can still, it's rubbing off slightly on the bottom over the years, and you can see where the pen stopped when he was signing as well. So that was a nice surprise inside the lot that we found. Really good item to have. We're going to send this off to be authenticated, which we have no doubt is going to pass because it was signed by him. There's no way this guy is pulling a fast one as well. He's not that kind of person, and from the amount of toys and the amount of things that we managed to purchase, it's not something that he would even consider to do. He's not a collector, and not someone who would really do that. He's a very genuine guy, and thank you very much if you are watching this, because we had an amazing time, and just to own or just to even see these kind of things, it was just amazing. Thank you very much. So next up, I'm actually really excited to talk about, because this is something that as soon as I saw it, I knew that there was rumors, and I knew that there was, I've seen posts of people saying these kind of things and saying these things exist. Never actually seen one in person, and never actually seen like one come up for sale as well. It kind of popped out at us and was a little bit, oh, what's that? As we picked it up, we're kind of a little bit shocked. As I started looking into it, I've realized what it is. I've got a bit more information on it. It could be one of the rarest Hasbro finds in the UK in the last 10 years. Because I mean, in the US, you get a lot of prototypes being found, because that's where obviously they made them and were sent over to China, and then they're popping up in China, they pop up on eBay, but we haven't had anything like this. There was a few, I think there's a few rumors that there was a few of these items or similar items that were sold at the 1992 SummerSlam, but no, there's been no like conclusive proof, and it was just amazing to even find and just kind of hold. It's kind of like a holy grail really for a lot of Hasbro collectors, and I'm about to show you what it is. So what it is this bagged Doink. From what you notice, this is a completely plain bag. Unlike the Mail Aways, where the Mail Aways had the writing across the front and a little safety instruction. The reason for that is obviously the Mail Aways were made in China. They were then shipped out how they were. That was how they were made. What is suspected is that these were actually made for cards, taken off cards, or never even put on cards, and just bagged up by the events company that were selling these. The company that made these were called Squared Circle, and what they were, it's like technically a mail away. You wouldn't collect anything, but you would just pay to import the figure before everybody else got it on card. So back in the day in the UK, we had these, which were the Merlin sticker books. This is the one with the Undertaker on it. A lot of you might actually recognize it. This particular version is not complete, but it has this important information inside. As you can see, it is an advert for the hottest WWF merchandise. See enclosed leaflet, and then it basically tells you all about the where the figures are coming from, and it's by the company called Squared Circle, and then how to order it. So you order it by phone and order by mail. Then you have a little bit of information, and obviously the order value and how much you have to pay. That bit was for your stickers, so we'll ignore that. And then we scroll across here, and then you have the advert. So you would get obviously the logo, Squared Circle, imported from the USA. So many of these items for the first time this side of the Atlantic. You have Bret Hart glasses, little Bret Hart jacket, which is pretty cool. I'd love to own one of them. Undertaker's urn, I don't know if anyone's still got one of these, a big foam razor thing, and a nice little Razor Ramon dog tag. And obviously the belts, which we've seen before, a little bit tour programs. But then the interesting thing is you actually have Scott Steiner, Doink the Clown, and Samu, which were these figures that we were talking about. We suspect that the guy actually had ordered all three of them, and as we found in the lot that we had a number of Doinks, and we actually had a number of Doinks on with their cards. We had two Doinks with two cards, and this Doink in his bag. We didn't have any cards for Samu or Scott Steiner's. Now it makes us think that he would always order two, because he'd always get two for his kids. And when it came, he'd already actually then purchased the two Doinks on card. So that's why they just got the packet, put it aside, didn't need to open it, didn't need to play with it. They've already got Doinks, both of them. But what they didn't have was Samu, and what they didn't have was Scott Steiner. So they were opened up and, you know, played with. So we don't have proof of those particular ones. This is the advert in which you would contact Squared Circle, and then they would send you out one of these figures. And like I said, what they would do, they send it out because it's not the same as a mail away. They weren't made in a factory in China. They were just sealed up and then sent over here and just given to kids, obviously, to play with. So as you can see, that's the Doink. That's the advert. This particular one's got a tiny little rip there where his hands come through, but that is something that you do not see every day. So that's the Doink the Clown in his bag from Squared Circle. Maybe only one that's ever popped up. There may be others out there. If you do have one, obviously or you remember these, then contact us and we will take a look at them for you as well. So that's the end of the video. I want to say thanks to Ken from Back to Toys again for coming along on the toy find. It was an amazing little journey. We had to do a few little trips, but you know, we picked up some lovely stuff, and I'll do some future videos to show you as well. Also picked up some things here like this with a few other bits, which we'll show you in some more videos. So I hope you do join us. Remember to like and subscribe and comment about this video, and that will really help us with engagement. Really appreciate it. Thanks for viewing. We'll see you soon.